Reasoning is a necessary determining factor that separates humans from other God's creations. In fact, life is not worth a journey without intelligent thought, pondering creative scenarios, and adding up mental analysis while we try to make sense out of our world. Today, we will cover the next interesting archetype that exemplifies the meaning of brain power, the sage. There are women born every day who possess attributes of all the feminine archetypes. However, only some of these women capture the ability to be cognitively sharp by genetics and/or by nurturing. They emulate high intellect, strategic thinking, introspectiveness, as well as genius mindset, which is the embodiment of the sage archetype. These women have the strong ability to control their emotions when they need to be present, using their razor-sharp focusing ability. With that said, the sage is usually mistaken for being cold, aloof, and lacking in their sensuality due to living in their head. These women sometimes struggle with connecting mind and body. The sage archetype is also known to vibe easier with male friends. They find male friendships less complicated. Moreover, women who naturally relate to these characteristics have a strong affinity and attraction to powerful, strong, wise men. In addition, the sage doesn't mind if the man is in the driver's seat, just as long as her directions are honored, respected, and executed. In fact, the sage is a sapiosexual being and is aroused when engaging in intellectual and stimulating conversations with her love interests. Hence the expression, impress the mind before the behind. Famous women who personify this amazing trait are Cleopatra, Maya Angelou, Jane Goodall, Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, and Amal Clooney. These women are the epitome of presenting intellect first rather than depending on their feminine physicality alone. In addition, fictional TV characters are Wilhelmina from Ugly Betty, Olivia Pope from Scandal, animated characters Princess Caroline from BoJack Horseman, and Belle from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Queen Makeda, aka Queen Sheba, or Queen of the East, was written by modern scholars that she was born in the kingdom of Aksum, modern-day Ethiopia, in the 10th century BC. Unfortunately, there is no historical information about her parents or childhood. However, written accounts during that time revealed her people's vast wealth and prestigious status. The young queen was garnered a superior education. I could imagine her attending finishing school on how to be a future queen to the kingdom of Aksum. Meanwhile, within Makeda's court, there were rumors about a wise, wealthy king from the east named King Solomon. Makeda, also being super intelligent herself, was curious and wanted to meet this king from the east, known for being the wisest man alive. Eventually, the young queen meets King Solomon while traveling on her camel caravan trekking through the hot desert sand, bearing gold, jewels, and spices. This is a gesture you don't come empty-handed as a guest. This is also an example of how wealthy these two royals were. The young queen stayed for 6 months in King Solomon's palace, being entertained, lavished, with all the comforts and luxury deserving of a queen. Moreover, the two exchanged flirty-like banter, shared riddles, and later on, both were smitten with each other's intellectual prowess. Queen Makeda and King Solomon later married, sired a future king named Menelik I. They both combined cultures and religion, and the rest is history. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, is the daughter of the Olympian god Zeus. In Greek mythology, she represents rationality, reason, and wisdom. Athena's spirit animal and symbol is a wise old owl, in which she is known for carrying the owl with her throughout the wilderness. Athena remained a virgin and never married. Her love of knowledge and learning overshadowed any love interest, mortal or immortal. Theodora, who was of Greek descent, was born in Syria or Crete, depending on the source of her childhood story. Born of humble beginnings, Theodora was the daughter of a traveling family circus from ancient Constantinople, which is modern-day Istanbul, Turkey. Her dad was a bear trainer. Her mother was an actress and dancer. The couple had a total of 3 girls to support and fend for. As Theodora grew up, she and her 2 sisters eventually joined in the family business of performing acrobat acts, dancing, and singing. Theodora was a natural performer. Once Theodora and her sisters became young ladies, they decided to dance in local entertainment establishments, which became very lucrative for the family. Consequently, Theodora made a name for herself as a famous exotic dancer, which placed her in the position of performing for very wealthy and powerful people. She caught the eye of one extraordinary powerful man she would meet and later marry, named Justinian, as in the Emperor of Constantinople. Theodora's allure and intellect made her the most powerful woman in the Eastern Roman Empire. Later it came to be known as the Byzantine Empire. Her husband's reign on the throne was cemented due to her wise counsel and advice given to him, which aided in the Eastern Roman Empire, lasting 1,000 years. The sage archetype is the brains of the archetypes, thereupon resulting in a debilitating habit of living inside their head, as mentioned earlier. For an example, the mythical goddess Athena, mentioned previously, is known for her enormous love for knowledge. Sometimes too much of anything is not a good thing. Athena's obsession for knowledge blocked her softer side, imprisoning her heart because it was not available for any suitor within the temple of the Parthenon. The frigidity and absence of healthy creativity may cause an obstacle in tapping into a woman's natural feminine energy to live in peace and calm. The ancient story of Theodora and her ascent to greater heights may be a bit taboo for some moderate viewers. However, we must take into consideration her low social status in the beginning of her life, the time she lived in, as well as the lack of opportunities being a woman in the Roman Empire. Her unconventional beginnings and rise to the most powerful woman in the Eastern Roman Empire 2,000 years ago, and later sainthood by the Orthodox Church, gives us a profound example of how the sage archetype was successfully displayed in Theodore's character. The Empress was the title given to her after marrying the Emperor of Constantinople. How she did it? She combined her love of learning and observation that later awarded her the opportunity to be in powerful spaces of intellect, wisdom, and wealth. In addition, the Queen of Sheba's legacy was also a fine template to study ladies. Both women were given serious sage energy. These women were confident and expressed their sensuality and softer side, gathering the right tools to mobilize their future into greatness. As a woman, we live and we learn. The first most important lesson to learn as a woman is knowing her inner self as well as her outer self. At this juncture, all the knowledge in the world will nourish our thoughts, hearts, vision, and goals. Thank you for tuning into the Sage Archetype video. Ladies, we have 3 more archetype videos to cover. Also, please Google Empress Theodora and Queen Makeda, aka Queen of Sheba, books. There are a plethora of books to find online. What were your thoughts about today's content? Are you or anyone you know lean more towards the sage characteristics? Please like, share, leave a comment, and subscribe. As always, because everyone has a story. Ciao!